All right, we're gonna do the Cartel Crew season 3, episode 6, and this is A Very Blanco Wedding part 1. Okay, so everybody gets to the house. You know, it's a nice house, nice and big. It fits everybody. And while everybody's settling in, you know, they notice that Diana is not there. So I guess that's, you know, problem number one. I guess sometime last week, her and Maria talked, and Maria had to tell her, like, look, you can come, but your boyfriend can't come. And Diana said, okay, if it's gonna be like that, then I just can't come. And Maria just kind of just left it at that, like, okay, then you betraying me at this point. You know how they do with the words to make you feel all bad. They use the strong words. You betraying me, you know. So, you know, it's not like a big beef, but you know, of course, they feel some type of way. Pretty much while they settling in, they ask Kat, "Are you okay with Eddie being down the hall?" She like, "Oh, ain't no problem with that. You know, I ain't worried. I mean, that's not my dude or nothing. So what I gotta worry about?" Okay. And then Betty, you know, she been feeling down and depressed lately because of her sister. You know, that situation. So she just trying to clear her head. So this is gonna be like the perfect thing. You know, they on vacation, and guess what? It's party time. They jump off right with the bachelorette party. You know what I'm saying? The boys go off to, it look like a cigar bar, I'm gonna say. Nice chill looking place, and you know what? They got their drinks, and next thing you know, boom, strippers pop out. So they having a little fun. You can see Eddie did at one point kind of walk off, which, I mean, do your girlfriend not like you to look at strippers? I don't know, but we'll see what he might say about that later, because I kind of thought that was a little weird, but sure. But anyway, they having fun, having drinks, having cigars. Then the girls' side, now they oh yeah, and the dudes, they dressed up real nice too, I will say that. But then the girls' side, they still at the house, and they do like a heaven hell party or whatever. So everybody dressed up, kind of like how they did at the dungeon party. Like everybody had on something lingerie-esque, and of course strippers come out, and they had a boy and a girl stripper, and of course, right, they having fun, no problems. Whoop-de-whoop. It was looked like they had a lot of fun, and strippers probably made them a little change that night. So everybody had fun. So you know, good. We'll get to the mess later. So it's like the next morning, and you know, everybody all hungover and stuff, obviously from all the drinking and partying. But they having breakfast and just talking about the day, you know, and the night, because everybody had fun. You know what I'm saying? The men kind of go eat separately from the women, and they, you know, having separate conversations. So you know, they're talking about how Marie got real excited for the stripper, pretty much. Like the dude strippers was alright, right? But right, so they like, you so you like girls still, or you a lesbian and all that stuff? And she's like, well, I ain't no lesbian, but I mean, yeah, I guess I still like girls and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I motorboat the booty, you know what I'm saying? I did a little brrr, you know what I'm saying, real quick. But she said how she was just, you know, right, she liked the girl one better than the boy. And the dude side, you know, they was just talking how, like, right, they enjoyed they strippers, and how him and Marie talked a little bit. I guess he said he had like 2 lap dancers or something to that nature, but basically they had fun, but nobody crossed the line, so boom. But the girl side, they're just still talking about how, like, Marie just goes on to say, like, okay, so before she did meet him, she was with a girl, and the girlfriend actually met him, and that's how, you know, when she found out who he was, and then she like, oh, shoot, I automatically know, you know what I'm saying, the Blanco name, so I knew who his mother was. So she was kind of excited and everything. So they like, oh, shoot, girl, you little groupie or whatever, you know, whatever. But she was like, nah, because at first she wasn't really trying to go there with him. You know, they talked and everything, but she didn't want to be with him just because she knew about the life, right? And then remember, in the first season, once her parents found out who he was, they don't talk to her no more. You remember that? So I don't know if they even talked about inviting her family to the wedding. So maybe they still don't talk. Maybe we'll get there. Because wouldn't you want your dad and everything there? I don't know. They haven't talked about that yet. But anywho, it's not necessarily on the radar because, eventually they talked or whatever, and now they about to get married. Boom. So on the dude's side, Eddie, his girl isn't there. I think she's coming, but she's just not there yet. And he's just a little worried, like, she's a good girl and everything. She live a straight life. She not used to this, the cartel, the gangster life, the shooting, the drugs, the crime stuff. And so they just like, she met Kat, right? But Kat was obviously by herself. So of course she's cool, calm, collective, and nice. But she never seen Kat with all the friends and to see how they be bickering and arguing and all that crap for over who knows what. And especially Stephanie. So she ain't met Stephanie yet. Which I think she might have the problem out of anybody for this. For some reason, she just can't get with it. But the girlfriend calls Eddie. And he like, hold on, I'm filming, I'll call you back. She like, no, it's a shooting. He like, what? It's a shooting in the mall. So he automatically just jump up an alert because he like, damn, like, where you at? And then, cut to commercial, so we'll get to the rest. So, I don't know. This episode, I don't know. It's going to be a little intense, and it's not really going to be because of them. It's just going to be because of this situation, right? So, the phone call come in to Eddie, and she's like, it's active shooter in the mall. Venturi, something like that. Anyway, but she's like trapped somewhere in whatever store in the mall, like they're not letting nobody out. But you can hear her because he's like, "What's going on? Where you at or whatever?" But you can hear her like maybe talking to somebody off to the side, and she's telling them like, "Can you turn the lights off? Can you turn the lights off? Can you lock the doors? Stuff like that." So he, naturally just freaking out like, "Dang, I gotta go. Like, get me out of here. Somebody, where's the car?" The producer, and she like, well, hold on, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you gonna do when you get there? Like, what? Because I think the producers necessarily didn't want him to go. They just kind of wanted him to wait it out, like everybody else would have to do. And he like, well, of course I can't. I'm not gonna go in there and beat nobody up or nothing. I just need to go and, like, be there when she get out. You know what I'm saying? I just need to be there. So the producer like, all right, fine. They go and tell the girls on the inside because they didn't know what was going on. And they like automatically freak out like, oh my God, where's Eddie? Is she okay? What's going on? And Kat just sitting there at the table like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like a shooter. This happens every day, right? So they're like, come on, girl, just, don't be like that. Just come on. So they all rush outside. And they're like, Eddie, what's going on? Is she okay? What you gonna do? You're like, man, I don't know. I just gotta go. Where my car at? Who got the car? So they get the car and he leaves. So they all just sitting there just trying to think like, oh my God, I hope she's okay. Like, I don't want nobody to get shot or get killed, We don't know the girl, but still, like, we just don't want nobody to die. So, I hope she's okay. And Kat like, I mean, I done seen so many shootings, like, I done seen somebody's brains get blown down in front of me. Like, girl, we calm down. Like, it's okay. They gonna handle it. It's gonna be all right. Eddie gonna go in there. He like Bruce Willis. He gonna go in there and say to girl, say today. It's okay. And everybody's like, yeah, true. But, come on, like, we don't want nothing to happen. And, we just, this the life, this the world. Everybody got guns. It just happens, right? And it just triggers Betty. Salome over there shaking and, oh my God, like, this is just crazy. Like, because remember, her sister was just killed from being shot, right? So she just like, oh my God, like, I don't want nothing to happen to this girl. What we gonna do? Like, I just can't. Like, what y'all saying is bullshit. Like, the system fucked up. We need to get rid of these guns. Like, people with guns is crazy. Like, all these things is running through her mind. And they like, calm down, calm down. She's like, nah, y'all, whatever. Let me just chill for a minute, cause y'all don't understand me. And Marie is pretty much the one who kind of calms her down a little bit and just try to say, pull her to the side. Like, I know you're going through some things, but we're not trying to be, sad or nothing. Or we're not trying to, like what she said wasn't meant to hurt you, you know what I'm saying, on purpose. But in her mind, she was just like, ooh, this just ain't right. So she just needed to take a minute. But on the flip side, Eddie does make it to the mall. And guess what? The girl comes out safely. And they're going to figure things out. I think she's going to come to the house now. And then she gets to meet everybody. So luckily, she's safe and sound. Thank the Lord. Okay, so while Eddie is, tending to his girlfriend, everybody else back at the house is basically having a pamper spa moment. They got massages going, they got the vitamin drips IV thing going, and ain't no bleaching going, you know what I'm saying? Nicole takes Maria over to the table and she's like, you gonna get your butthole bleached. So, it only took, maybe a few minutes. Didn't take too long. And hey, ain't no bleaching. They'll have, I guess Michael will enjoy that for the wedding night. You never know. They're just kind of relaxing. And Betty, she is still up in the room. Like, she just kind of want to take a moment for herself just to calm down. And Marie just kind of goes and kind of just lets everybody know that she just up there. She'll be down a little bit later once she kind of calms down. But she lets Kat know just kind of some of the things that she said rubbed her a little bit raw, you know what I'm saying? Because it is close to the situation with her sister, It's kind of just always going to come up in when it comes to things like this. And Betty is just emotional about it. So Kat just was like, look, I mean, I'm not trying to hurt her feelings, and I want people, like, I understand where she's coming from, but look, where I'm coming from is I'm not going to react like, whoa, 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 all the time. Like, sometimes I'm going to be chill because I've been around it so many times. It's nothing to me, you know what I'm saying? Once you see, somebody get cut so many times, seeing them get cut any time, it's just, you're going to be like, here, you need a Band-Aid, here, you need a towel, you know what I'm saying? So she just saying, like, just especially through the things she's been in life, like, she like, look, I've been through a rough life. I've seen shootings. I've been chased. I've been kidnapped or whatever, almost kidnapped. My daddy was shot. Like, girl, I'm just not going to react the way that you react. So at some point, they're going to have to talk it out. But you know what I'm saying? At this point, I think everybody, they're trying to relax, but it's still on the side. It's still a little bad energy floating around, just a little bit. So, Nicole was getting her life over there with her little handsome masseuse, you know what I'm saying? He getting all the cranks out in her back. And, they just having conversation and whatnot. Nicole had to wash her little dirty feet. She probably just walking around barefoot, it happens sometimes. Anyway, so Kat, Magic, Stephanie, and Yvette, they're just having a conversation, just kind of about relationships and stuff, like, ooh, what they like and things. And they was like, what Kat mentioned how she likes, like, special occasions, and things like that, like things done for your birthday and whatever. And they're like, so did Eddie do stuff like that? And she like, yeah, he would do stuff for my birthday, And so that was cool, you know what I'm saying? They said, so what was the problem? And she said, well, when he would get mad and angry, then, he would just get, a little crazy and, disrespectful and stuff. So that was just something I couldn't deal with. So not Eddie, but Magic's sitting there like, oh, well, you know what? it's two sides to the story. And she like, well, yeah, I mean, I had my ways too. Sometimes I was crazy too, but I was always faithful, right? And he like, yeah, I'm just saying it's two sides to the story, so he got his side, you got your side. So Eddie pops up, you know what I'm saying? They say, is the girl okay? He's like, yeah, she's fine. She's going home or whatever to relax and chill. I think they end up catching the shooter. But he's just like, oh, I just need to relax and stuff. Like, let me catch a massage real quick. So they're like, yeah, go ahead. That was, relax. It's crazy. I'm glad she okay. Um, and tattoos. So Kat got a lot of tattoos, and for some reason, Nicole has one on her arm, right? It's a name of a girl, and they like, who is that? And she's like, oh, that's my best friend. And like, oh, I wish my best friend, Stephanie, I wish my best friend would put my name on me. Like, Kat, you gonna put Stephanie? You gonna put that on me? She's like, well, I mean, you got Eddie on you, right? And Eddie's name is like somewhere right here on her chest. And I think it's in red or something. It's not in black, but it's there. You know what I'm saying? Like from afar, you probably couldn't tell until you got up close, and you're like, oh, okay, who is that or something, But they say you're gonna get it covered up and stuff, and she like, well, when I got this tattoo, it was like a different. It was a part of my life or something. So she like, I'm not gonna necessarily get it covered up. But in the way of her trying to say that, she just bust out crying. Like, they like, wait, what's going on? And they're like, oh, so in their mind it clicked to, to say like, well, obviously there's still something to the tattoo, which means there's still something to Eddie. So, which is why she might have reacted the way she acted with the girl, because she's like, it's a shooter here every day. Like, if she gets shot, so what? She wasn't as sensitive as she normally would be if it was maybe somebody else. So maybe this was her light bulb in her brain to say like, ooh, well, maybe I be tripping sometime, because I still got a little bit of love, just a little bit, for my baby, for her baby daddy. It's all right, girl. All right, so the way we end this pretty much is, Kat go up to her room because remember she broke down and everything, and Marie's just like, damn, like this is crazy, right? I got Diana not here, I got Kat crying, and I got Betty crying. So what is going on? It's supposed to be a happy wedding. I don't know. So Stephanie like, well, I'm gonna talk to her. So she go in there and talk to Kat. She like, so what is going on? Why you just break down like that? And she like, well, okay, it's really because of Eddie, right? Because he just around all the time now. Like, she like, I don't see him all the time, so I just don't want to see him like this all the time. Because she just still mad, I guess, from just old feelings, right, of all the bad stuff. So she's just mad, angry, whatever. So this is like overwhelming for her. It really ain't got nothing to do with the girl necessarily, right? It's just like magic kind of triggered a little something when he told her, well, you ain't an angel. Yeah, right. Of course I ain't no angel, but dang. So he basically talking mess about me. Like he basically saying I was crazy and all this stuff. So that's why he left me or something. Even though I was trying to do everything I could. I was trying to be the best girlfriend I could or whatever. So I don't know. She just having a moment. She's feeling some type of way. And right. She just obviously couldn't take it at that moment. Maybe she was just a little, right, like she said, overwhelmed with the whole thing. Like, so the wedding has not happened yet. Like, this was a part 1. So maybe it's going to happen on the next episode. And, yeah, I think Diana is going to show up. And I think Eddie's girlfriend's going to show up as well. And, Kat got some things to figure out. So that was the show, Cartel Crew. Peace out. See you later, boo.